morning, ma. Welcome to Alpha Online Education Commerce theory part for the second year's English medium. The chapter that we are dealing with, that the functions of the management. This is the fourth session of this chapter, the 10th chapter. So in this session we are going to discuss about the staffing. What is staffing? So in many organizations there is need for people to perform the work. So in organizations, who will perform the work? The people will perform the work. So every organization will require the employees. Okay, without employees no organization can be run. Staffing means simply employing. Staffing is generally known as employing the people in the organization in their particular jobs. Okay. The staffing function of management fulfills these requirements and find the right person for the right job. So the management will find the right person for the right job, who has the capacity, who has the ability, who has specific qualification for which is required for the job. That person will be selected and that person will be placed at that job. Okay. On account of rapid technological advancement, due to rapid technological advancement means changes in technology, growing the size of the enterprises and complex nature of human behavior, these made that it will be necessary to employ the new persons in the job, and also sometimes training is also required to the employees in order to update the employees with the change in technology or with the growing size of the enterprise. So sometimes the training is also important for the employees, and also workshops, that is also important for the employees sometimes. Okay. Staffing is a continuous function. So among the functions of the management till now we have discussed about planning, organizing, and the third one is staffing. So here in the staffing it is a continuous function. It is not a one day function or 2 day function. It is a continuous function. Function means not that function. What means ఏదో ఫంక్షన్ చేస్తారు కదా, మ్యారేజ్ ఫంక్షన్ అలాంటిది కాదు. సో ఫంక్షన్ మీన్స్ కంటిన్యూస్ యాక్టివిటీ. ఓకే. ఇన్ రీసెంట్ ఇయర్స్ స్టాఫింగ్ ఈజ్ రిగార్డెడ్ యాజ్ ఎ సపరేట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఫంక్షన్. In the recent years it is considered as a separate management function. Actually why it is considering as a separate management function means due to the reasons these: rapid technological advancement, growing size of the enterprise, and complex nature of human behavior. So these all make the management that staffing is a separate management function. It requires some special talent for the management also to select the correct person for the correct job. Okay. Why it is a continuous process means, why it is a continuous function means, see, if an employee die, in that place another employee has to be replaced. If an employee retired, in that case another employee has to be other employee has to be appointed, and in case if an employee he left his job, so there is number of reasons are there. So employees will change regularly. So when the employees are changing, it will become necessary to appoint the correct person for that job. Okay. So importance of staffing. What are the importance of staffing? Let us see. Helps in discovering and obtaining competent personnel for various jobs. Means we are, in this stage, in this function, management will discover and obtain the personnel, means the person for various jobs in the organization. For that jobs they can select the correct employee with the help of the staffing. Bringing higher performance by putting right person on the right job. So bring higher performance. High performance employees are employed at the workplace and they are put at the right person at the right job. Continuous growth and survival of enterprise. By doing these type of continuous appointment and training to the employees, the growth and the survival of the enterprise is also increases. Helps to ensure optimum utilization of human resource. the human resource can be properly used, okay, which is very important resource that can use it properly. Improves job satisfaction and fair remuneration. Remuneration means salary. Remuneration means salary. Rewards, bonus for the employees. Okay, for the employees, what they are giving? Job satisfaction means good type of facilities and also good remuneration, bonus, rewards. If they do overtime, then overtime money is given. So these types of things are provided to the employees. That is staffing. Next, process of staffing. Estimating the manpower requirement. First stage, first how this process will start means, first they have to estimate how much manpower is required. Nowadays technology is also using 10% work is done by one computer. Yes, so how much they have to estimate how many members are required for this job. Okay, in designing the organization structure, while designing the organization structure, various job positions are created. Various jobs are created: marketing, financing, management, sales, production section. So number of positions, job positions are created and required the appointment of the person, and in the jobs it required the appointment of the persons with a set of educational qualification. That person should have the qualifications, skills, experience and so on. Okay, so the persons who are appointing in the job, they should have the specific set of educational qualification. One particular degree is required for them, and skills, they have the communication skills, they should have the expressing skills, they should have the motivating skills. According to the job, they should have certain skills which are related with the job. Okay, and experience, and some amount of experience is also necessary. Okay, workload analysis would enable an assessment of number and types of persons necessary to perform of various jobs. So workload analysis, how much work is there. Based on that workload, they can analyze number and types of persons. What type of persons means what type of employees we require, and in how many quantity means numbers, in how many numbers we require that persons to perform various jobs, of the organization, and accomplishment of organization objectives. Accomplishment means the achievement of organizational objectives, how they can achieve the organizational objectives with the employment of the persons. So based on the workload, the number and type of persons that are required for the job are estimated, and for every organization manpower is very much important. Without the manpower, no organization can't be run. Next one is recruitment. Next stage, first we are estimating how many number of employees we require and what category of employees we require. Next stage, we are moving to the recruitment stage. Recruitment is a process of searching for the prospective employees. So it is a stage of searching for the prospective employee. Prospective employee means correct employee for the job. Okay, there are searching and stimulating them to apply for the job. Stimulating means making, motivating, okay, motivating and informing them to apply for the jobs. Okay, whatever the vacancies are there in the organization, for that vacancies they have to apply for those vacancies, jobs in the organization. The advertisement may be displayed. So for that, the advertisement play a very important role. The advertisement may be displayed on the factory. On the factory, at the factory wall, they will write the vacancies. We required 5 HR managers. We required 5 marketing officers. We required 10 employees. We required 10 chartered accountants. So these type of information that there will be displayed on the factory or office gate. Okay, on factory or on the office gate there will display the information. It may be published in print media, means in the newspaper also it will be published, or electronic media. Electronic media means these electronic internets, these all social media. Okay, they use the social media and technology in order to communicate the people about the jobs. Okay, in this way the communication process will be takes place. So advertisement and these social media play a very important role. Yes, next selection. The third process is the selection. Selection serves two important purposes. For in the selection stage, here the recruitment means they will give an advertisement in the newspaper or in the social media. From that, some of the people will come for the interview. Okay. So while selecting the employees, they will select the employees in the two ways. One way is that firstly, it ensures that the organization get the best among the available. So if there is 10 members, I required only one member for the job. There is only one vacancy, but by seeing the advertisement, 10 members came for the interview. So from the 10 members, if I am the manager, I will choose the best one. Okay. Among the 10, I will choose firstly the best one which can give good service for my organization. Next, it enhances the self-esteem. Self-esteem meaning own worth, means own capacity to do the work, and prestige of those selected, and conveys them to seriousness with which the things are done in the organization. Afterwards, in the second stage, after selecting that particular person, I will convince him about the job and how you have to be performed, how much you have to be serious, okay, how you have to be in the organization. So whatever the instructions are there, I will just go on through that. Those who are able to successfully negotiate the test and interview, I will go for the interview also. I will conduct a small talent test also for them. Okay, there is small interview for them about their background, or if regarding any, if they are come for the account job, there I will ask some questions about the accounts. Okay, indirectly or indirectly I will ask some of the questions. Based on that answers, I will select the best one. Okay, and offer them as an employment. I will give employment to them. I will appoint them as my employee in my organization. And the next stage, that is the placement and orientation. So what here we will do means, after submitting the joining report by the employee at the workplace, when the employee submit his joining report, okay, joining report at workplace, the employee give the presentation about the company. So firstly, that employee don't know anything about the company. Yes, he don't know anything. So some managers will be sit and they will tell about the information about the company. What is the company, how you have to work, how you have to do hard work, what is the previous history of that company, what is their qualifications, how they become as a managers. So everything regarding that they will tell. Is introduced to his supervisor, subordinates and colleagues. Afterwards, he will be introduced to his subordinates, okay, superior officers who will be head on him, okay, superiors and subordinates and colleagues who are there. For them, they will introduce that he is the new employee, he joined recently. In this way, they will introduce him. In the next stage, what they will do, training and development. They will send that employee for the training purpose in order to develop that employee personal abilities. Okay, by providing training to these its employees, the organizations are not only be able to attract but also retain its talented persons. So by sending them training and developing the personal skills of the employee, by that organization not only getting good employees but also most talented persons in their organization, so that they can achieve the good results. By that the organization can be successful. So these all are stages. Planning stage, just we going for planning, organizing, we are organizing all the stage, all the things, and afterwards if there is any vacancies, then we go to the stage of staffing. So in the stage we will select the correct person at the correct job, and after we will give the appointment to that person will be appointed, and afterwards some training and development will be given to him. Sometimes some companies will send some employees to abroad also. Okay, so these type of things are carried on in this stage. In the next session, we will meet with the remaining functions of the management. Okay, so you have to do work hard at the home. Our syllabus is nearly going to be complete, so you should not have to waste the time. Time is very precious. Once you lost, you cannot get it back. So you just do practicing, writing practice, and also you have to write neatly along with speedness. Speed is also very important. Speed and good writing both are very helpful for you in the examination. Okay, right.